Hey there, y'all. Disney D Prince here today with another Barbie the Movie unboxing. Today we have the last of our characters, and that is the Ken in white and gold tracksuit that is being played by Simu in the live action Barbie movie. He looks really good. I think he's a recycle of the Brandon face mold. But for some reason, Mattel is not putting their face mold names on the site for this movie release. But we're going to see what all he comes with. This is the Mattel Creations exclusive doll. The only one so far that has been exclusive. And kind of an odd choice to make this one exclusive, honestly. But if anything was going to wind up being exclusive, I thought it would be, President Barbie, but he is our exclusive doll. He looks really cool. His zipper is a little bit big, but that's okay. He is $50 like the other dolls that come in this box size. So like our Gloria and President Barbie that we've looked at so far. So we are going to get him out. Now, if you notice, the back of his box has a slightly different background because he has the disco party scene from the movie that we saw in the trailers so far. Now, he has, other than the background, the same box style, same back of the box art. Here is the item number and the UPC, but again, he is only available on Mattel Creations. I checked just before I started filming. He is still available, so we are going to try our best to get him out without any issues. And remember, with these boxes, we are trying our best to keep them nice and pretty because these boxes are actually wide enough to allow for you to display the doll in the box on the stand, which is kind of unusual for a Barbie box. But here he is without any of that glare. He looks very cute. He's got the freckles that Simu has. And as you can see, the box art is pretty detailed. It's a photo from the movie. Like, they didn't do animated backdrops. They just took photos of the sets. So, he's very cool. Now, his entry on the on Mattel Creations says he is an articulated original Ken. I'm slightly hoping they changed that and forgot to update, but I'm guessing it's probably the same kind. But as you can see, even here on the Simu Barbie, we do not have an edition size. So it's exclusive to Mattel Creations, but not limited, supposedly. And by that I mean not limited any more than any of the other dolls that are sold on there. In such a way in that it's... Okay, so these are a little harder to get out. But it is hopefully going to be a very successful movie that will get even more dolls from. Now, already some of the second wave of releases have been leaked online, so we know there are more coming. But we don't know when as far as that goes yet. So we've got to just kind of assume that they are going to come out probably around the same time as the movie, which doesn't come out until July, and like the end of July, actually. So we're going to make of that what you will. But such is life sometimes. Now this guy has a couple of extra things down here, holding his stuff together. I don't know why. Just to make our lives a little more complicated, but it's okay. Okay, and one last little thing to take off. Okay, and he should pop right out with all of his stuff. Okay. And then we've got to just take out the last little piece, which is our stand. Okay. And this is the full back of his box. It's very cute. I think this is probably the same box backer that Disco Barbie is gonna have, or whatever her actual official name is. Mine has not arrived yet. Okay, so here he is. He looks very cute. No articulated ankles. Oh well. Such is life. But we're going to get him off of the little backer. Okay. Right there. He's got a lot of things holding him together, apparently. Okay. He is a rooted Ken, so that's good. Okay. So here he is. He looks very good. He's got a gold stand. The thing about these dolls is most of them have had different stand colors, surprisingly. And of course he has the wider Ken stand. And he looks very good. He's a little bit paler than I thought he'd be. And his suit... Okay, this is something I didn't expect. I heard sweatsuit and thought it's gonna be a sweatsuit, like the pants and the jacket. This is a jumpsuit. Interesting. Huh. Alright. It's literally just the one piece. We're gonna take him off to take a look at his body, because he does not have any skin showing, really. So yes. So he's got the standard articulation, Standard Ken shoes. We've had this mold a bunch. That's a little disappointing. But it's okay. Okay, we're going to cut the little joint protector that they put on there. That did not cut nicely, like all my other times I've done that. But he looks really cute. He, of course, has over-gelled hair, but that's fine. Could use a little bit of trim still. As you can see, he's got a couple of loose hairs here on the back. When I wash the gel out of these dolls, they look a little different sometimes. But that's not really a review, so I don't do that on camera most of the time. So, the question is going to be what body he matches to most likely. I was hoping that he was going to be a match for Brandon, like his face. He's not really. As you can see, just a shade too dark. So we've got a Sean right here. If we go by the hands, he's a shade too light. I've got the muscular Ken, who, if he's a decent match. He's a little bit too light still. But we also have the really light Kens that are way too light. This is actually a BMR Ken, but he's been rebodied. Now let's see. We've also got this one, which is Cam. He's an okay match, especially since this outfit is going to cover up the entirety of his skin. And I have an extra of him. I might just use this. Let me see about some of the other Kens that I have extras of. Because let's see, he might work with the redhead Ken, actually. With our Tate. It's an okay match, considering nobody matches this doll. He's a shade too dark, but I've been trying to match this doll for probably 2 years at this point. And then we have the more readily available doll, which is going to be this wheelchair Barbie, or this wheelchair Ken. As you can see, he's significantly darker than this one. So not a great match if you're going to rebody him like that. Let's see. Okay. So I think I'll actually rebody him on this one because I want to keep him in standard size, but I also don't want to lose another one of my Sean bodies that are kind of limited. So he is going to get the Made to Move makeover. Now, I do rebodies on my channel all the time. Always just double check that your head is squishy. If your head can already be squished, you don't really need to do a boil wash. You can. It's not going to hurt anything. It just takes more time to heat up. And there we have our head off. And I'll actually put him on his, put him in his outfit first. So he does have a waistband inside there, if you guys can see. This material is actually made out of like sweatsuit material, kind of surprising. It's got actual ribbon detailing down the stripe on the leg. These pockets are real, like there's actually a hole in there. Again, on the other side too. The back of the outfit is really nice. The cuffs are hemmed. It's got like a windbreaker material on the sleeves instead of the material on here, but that's okay. And then we'll put him back in his outfit before we put his head back on. We'll try to do these a little bit easier. So I did actually get 2 of these, even though they're at $50, but that's just because I wanted the option to put original, or like Ryan Gosling Ken, into this sweatsuit also, because I think they wear the same outfit at that party. This is kind of one of those outfits I wish they would have done as like a fashion pack. I think that would have been really cute. Okay, so as you can see, like none of his body is really showing as far as a skin tone match. Now, if I weren't just keeping these dolls kind of displayed in their boxes, I would try for a closer match. But as it is, this is going to be fine. Again, we double check that our head is soft enough to squish, and we carefully remove. And there we go, right there. And we've got a lot of hair under all this gel. That's the only bad part about rooted Kens, is generally to give the same impression of a hairstyle that's like short on the sides and long on the top. They have to give you a lot of hair on the sides to gel down, but he looks really good. Now, I like the quality of his outfit. He has no accessories though, like absolutely none. He does not have a bracelet, he does not have a watch, he has shoes. That is it. So, accounting for the fact that we're getting these bodies again on like $20 dolls, or the fact that the Perfect Day Ken came on this body with rooted hair for $25 plus his outfit and a surfboard, I think we could say that's probably about $20 worth of the price on that. Simu's Barbie is, I think, $25 overpriced. The sweatsuit is really cute. It's really well constructed. But the fact that he doesn't have any accessories, not even like a gold chain or something like that, or like some flashy watches or whatever, is a little disappointing. I thought there might have just been not enough pictures and we would get like surprise accessories underneath. I honestly thought the sweatsuit would be separate, you know, but it's fine. It's not a bad outfit, but the fact that we've got like very common shoes is a little irritating, just because, you know, this is a $50 doll. So he's got, you know, a sweatsuit, which takes him from being $20 to being $50, plus a stand. So that stand and sweatsuit is worth $25 at least, which is kind of disappointing. But I also kind of expect that from Mattel at this point. Like, they've done a really good job with the dolls. And I'm going to put him back in the box, or see if we can, because it's got a bigger stand. Boy. We're going to have to do this sideways, because I've got to be able to get my hand in there. So, not really able to display in the box. Like, you can. Like that. But it causes the stand to really bow out. I have a bunch of smaller stands that I'll probably pull out and use, but that is kind of frustrating, considering it's kind of one of the reasons they give you like a bigger box. But he's very cute, but his stand does not really fit in the box, unfortunately. So I'm not going to put him in there to kind of like lie to y'all about that. But he's really cute. I like his face. It's nice to see them using a mold that's pretty recent. This is the 2021 for Brandon. Let me double check that it's the Brandon mold. Yes, 2021. This is a Brandon mold. His gel has already gone cuckoo bananas. But he looks really good. Like, but I mean, there's really, you could very easily do a custom Simu Barbie with just Brandon and pretty much just repainting his eyes and adding in his freckles. And that's a stock $22 doll. But he's really cute, and he does add in more to the character group, so that's fun. But I don't know how I feel about this one. I was hoping that things were going to be a little bit better since he was an exclusive. Now, technically, from a construction standpoint, the outfit is really well made. Like, it is really well made. There are smaller zippers than that, though. I know they exist. I've seen them, because I have to use my tiny, tiny, like, fingernails with giant man hands to use these zippers sometimes on actual people clothes. So, it bothers me when they put, like, full-size zippers on there, because it just feels like you cheaped out a little bit. I mean, the K could have been embroidered. It's just heat transfer vinyl. I would have loved to have seen them use this ribbon that they used on the pants and just like stitch it down up there for the K. But he's really cute. But again, at $50 and an exclusive to Mattel Creations, I feel like they could have done better. Like, I'm glad I got him, and I'm glad I got an extra, because he is going to be exclusive, and never knowing how long things are going to stay on there when they restock. But I'm a little sad, because he's $50, and he doesn't really come with much. Like, he comes with his whole outfit. And then a basic articulated body that we got for $25. With the other one, and he came with a surfboard. And it just seems like the other Ken dolls that are coming out are going to be a lot more complicated. Because we have, like, what I can only assume is the Fight Club Ken. And then the Cowboy Ken and Rollerblading Ken, all of which have multiple pieces in, like, complicated outfits. And this guy is in a one piece. Like, his accessory count is 1. He has shoes. So, I don't know. It's not a bad doll. I like him. I'm a little miffed that I had to rebody him, especially after Gloria wound up being on a petite made to move. And we wound up with a full superhero body for President Barbie. I was hoping that the more expensive dolls were gonna have better articulation, but we got what we got. He's very cute. I'm glad to add him to my collection. And I found a use for one of the paler bodies that I have, so he can stay as he is, I think. So if you guys have questions on this doll, let me know in the comments. If you enjoyed it, leave me a like. And as always, follow along for some more fun unboxings. Bye, y'all. Be good.